you can eat, you can drink, you can do everything here on the vlog. No problem. It's like now 1 hour of Aina eating.
Yeah. Okay.
This is gonna be my most watched video ever.
Really, really cool. You'll love it.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe. Click on here.
If you get more than 1,000 views on this video, we have to do this every week.
Yeah, but next time it's gonna be ice cream.
I'm going. Fantastic.
Anyway.
Already worth having you here on this thing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yes, I need to text my other people saying that they cannot use my image anymore because you've started using mine. So
You've got more friends. That's a bit like you're showing off here.
Yeah.
So what about those personalities? So,
no, I think
IN what? INFP.
Mine was ENFP. I was actually looking at it.
Extrovert, of course.
No. Yeah, well, extrovert, but not that much actually. Like I kind of want to say I'm a pure ambivert. Because sometimes I'm more of an extrovert than I am an introvert, obviously, and then some other times, like the introvert really does take over. And I'm I think it's ENFP, which is a campaigner. So it's like I'm pretty much the perfect. I'm in the perfect job because I go for like, charity and like trying like let's do a beach clean
and enable students.
It's funny, but it is like that actually. So mine worked. I don't know about yours. You should probably do it like right now, and then we'll see.
My phone is like right here at the camera. My phone is the camera. Just know that's just a recorder.
You want mine?
But I think I'm like a triple I or 4 times I.
You can't do introvert. It's like E or I for extrovert or introvert.
Right.
I can't remember the rest. N was something to do with instinct, or whether you work more with instinct or like with logic.
Right.
And it's like 4 facets.
Okay.
And it pretty much sort of like sees whether you're towards more this or in the middle.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it once, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of like categorizations per se. I don't like to be put in categories. Say something. You can be yourself. You always say mean things to me also off the camera, so you can say it on the camera as well.
No, I'm a nice person.
Totally. Niceness doesn't get you anywhere in this harsh reality.
I think it does.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. If you can't find any nice person, that's bad grammar. If you can't find any nice people, be one.
Yeah, but does it get you anywhere?
I think it's a combination of something it does. You can't just be nice, obviously. But like when you're nice, and think about me right now. I pretty much get, like, it's really weird saying it, but most of the time I do kind of get what I want when I think about it.
Because you're nice.
Because I'm nice.
And then people say she's nice, we give her what she wants.
Yeah, honestly, so I think it pays back.
Are you calculating your niceness?
I think I am actually. Oh God, I should not be saying this. Because people are going to be like, oh my gosh, is she doing this in order to like get something out of, like, the thing is like it's a long-term thing, I think. It's kind of like,
point.
I guess maybe that's why karma works like this,
Right. That's not interesting that you would mention it, because yesterday I watched a podcast on there. I listened to a podcast, I watched a video, Joe Rogan podcast, and he had like a professor from Harvard there who talks about like niceness, or like why people are nice and what they do. And he said like a common like thought out there, and by many researchers is like what you said is like people are nice because they say, okay, if I'm nice, other people will be nice to me as well.
Yeah.
But actually what he thinks is that if you're just nice without expecting anything in return, you will have like a better outcome in the long run, because you're just being nice without calculating, and then people see you as a really nice person, and then they will be nice to you anyways.
It's like more natural,
Exactly, so it will benefit you in the long run if you don't calculate your niceness. If you just think, okay, I'm inviting him for like a 40-baht coffee, then he will pay me back with like a 40-baht whatever. That's just like calculating, and that works in the short term, but in the long run.
In the long term, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work at all. Interesting dude. What did his name was?
Yeah, but
maybe not.
Harvard professor Dr. Pinker. It's like
Dr. what?
Pinker. Pinker.
Okay.
Very interesting talk.
Okay.
Like
The link is under this video.
that dude has like 7 billion followers on YouTube. But yeah, sure, I put the link in there so that like all my 20 subscribers can also find.
Hey, maybe you have 21 after this.
Because they wanna watch you eat and drink.
There you go. I said ice cream next time.
Right.
You don't know what happened.
Now it's already not safe for work. Okay.
Now you've got 19 followers. I'm so sorry.
Right. It was nice seeing you here.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to see more of Aina, follow her on Instagram.
I don't have a YouTube though. I've been told so much again today. I mentioned to a couple of friends. I was like, yeah, this thing at 5 o'clock. They're like, oh, what you have? I was like, right before volleyball, I'm gonna go meet a friend, and I don't know, he's got this vlog thingy going on and stuff. I'm like,
could you be any more condescending?
No, because the thing is, I did not know what to expect. So it's like, I was just kind of like, you know, probably gonna film. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea what we're gonna talk about and this, and maybe started like topic cards, you know, like, here's a card, Aina, this and that.
Now talk about this.
Let's talk about coffee, you know. So I was telling them this, and I was like, oh, and then funnily enough, one of my friends was like, oh my god, I think you'd really be good at that. And I was like, what would you mean? He's like, oh, you like to talk a lot. And I was like, oh.
That's why I invited you. My plan is like, I'm just sitting here watching you talk. It's like, so what do you want to talk about? Just go.
I don't know, give me a topic.
We already talked about niceness, which is like, nice.
I think, yeah. That was really
I'm really famous for my smooth transitions.
Yeah, very nice transition.
Thank you. So, but I mean, I know you as a nice person mostly. I mean,
I think I like to come off as nice, but it's not just the coming off as nice. I think it's just like I think I was thinking about this actually, but like I think I've become like this because. Like, growing up, I was a big girl. Like, big girl. I'm gonna go to that really deep stuff. I don't know if
anyone... You're still taller than me, yeah?
I'm still a big girl. But the thing is, like even, like, you know, my size did not stop me from getting bullies and stuff like that.
Right.
And I think, in a way, it kind of like, in a way, I've decided to be this way, as like, you know, be the most, you know, kind of like the nicest possible, and just like come off as, you know, just like be good, pretty much, because for one, I don't ever want to feel that way, kind of thing, as like, you know, being bullied and stuff, and like the bullying doesn't have to do anything with like physical, it could be mental and all that.
Yeah,
and like my bullying was this little Korean girl, she might see herself in here, I don't know, whatever, but she was like half my size. But she had a way with words that were just kind of like, damn, you know? And I was like, I think at one time I was just kind of like, I don't ever want to feel like that. And actually, I don't want to ever make anybody feel like that. And like, I don't want anybody to make anybody else feel like that kind of thing. So I think, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's like, you know, a superhero syndrome. But, you know, like through what I do at school, which is the work pretty much, I guess I am kind of sort of trying to like help out those kids that either don't get a voice or don't get listened to because...
How do you help them out though?
Well, I try and like, you know, well, my job is really, really complicated to explain, but...
That's true.
It is, it's really complicated.
Every time we talk about it, I'm like, okay, what is she doing?
Because I kind of do like a mixture of everything, so I coordinate lots of trips, lots of events, but always centered on doing good, pretty much. So whether it's service related or it's like, you know, going to like another country and doing good there, but it's always actually, yeah, it's always about doing good. And what I try and do is that I get them involved and make them, you know, not forcing them to do good, but give them that experience of like, oh, you know what, I know you probably are not in the best place in life right now, but look, you could help that kid,
right? And
that kid is going to be so grateful, and that will make you feel good, and that's like the start of it, you know.
True.
And sometimes this is funny because this weekend I went to Pattaya to my old school because there was like a senior invitational game, so we played basketball and football. Well, my teams did. They were not my teams, but the teams I went with did. Anyway, and I saw some of the old staff. They all remembered my name. Can you imagine that? I was just like, oh my god! And I was feeling really bad because I'm really bad with names. I couldn't remember your name like until last year, but really, really bad with names. I was like, oh, is it Sasha? had a little accent there. Sorry. Yeah, so they all remember my names, and it was really cute because, like, you know, sometimes with Thai people, when you see them after a while, like, you're not really sure whether they go for the hug or not.
Many Thai people don't hug.
They don't hug, and I have that little, you know, like the little, you know, that part, and they all hugged me. Like, they all really did hug me. Like, even like Kun William, who's like the head of logistics, he was like, we had to meet loads of stuff, and I was like, oh, Kun William, and I went for the hand, and he kind of took my hand, but then he hugged it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much. It was really, really cool, yeah. And yeah, just like things like that, because I guess, you know, like, even though you don't feel as though you're making an impact in their lives, you kind of still do, and like they remember you and stuff, and I think that was like the best feeling ever. And then I saw loads of people that I knew from a couple of years ago, and they were all like, oh my god, we miss you and this and that. And then this one woman that works there actually, and that's also a mom. We were watching her girls basketball team play, and pretty much she was like beside me, and we were talking about the eco club, like we tried to start an eco club, and then it was, I don't know why, but she just started talking to me, and she was like giving me all these compliments and stuff. Like, I did not ask for anything, to be honest. I was just watching her team play, and then she went, oh my god, like, you know, you don't know, you know, it was actually really nice. It was really sweet. I was like tearing up and stuff. But she was like, you actually don't know how much you've impacted the lives of these girls. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? Like, and then she's like, oh yeah, because the thing is, you know, you push them out of the comfort zone, you know, the usual thing. You make them do things that they probably don't know about, don't like, or think they don't like, but actually enjoy afterwards. And then she's like, and then yeah, this was like, my ego took a little, because she was like, you know, like, you're so cool and stuff, and you do these things and you make these things look cool. She's like, oh, you know, like, you can go, hey, let's do a beach cleanup. And I'm like, oh, Miss Aina wants to do a beach. I was kind of like, yeah, okay. And I was just like laughing with her, and I was like, really? She's like, yeah, you make them want to do things that sound kind of like, oh my god, do I really want to go and feed the poor? And oh my god, like, and actually, you know, she's like, with your enthusiasm and this and that, and you're just kind of like, you know, roll your sleeves up, and then you just go, and I was like, I guess I do that, you know. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, then I can be that person if you want to. So it's really funny, but she was just really, really sweet about it. And yeah, I think, yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this anymore.
I'm waiting for
being nice is good.
Being nice is good. Yeah, that is
being
true.
nice is good.
It's kind of cool that your school does those things, though. That you like have to organize such things. Like.
Well, I think I've been pretty lucky in getting the job that I have now, because I was not predestined for education, if that makes any sense, because I was really lost right after sorry, we're really close here. I was really lost after high school, because I was high schooled here, and then I think I told you this, right? Didn't tell you guys this. I was high schooled here here from year 7 to year 12, and then we had to leave because my dad's job finished, and then he had to go back to France. So we went to live in Bordeaux for a year. Actually, turns out 2, because I was missing an extra language in the French system, so I was like, yeah, I'm fluent in French, English. I could speak a little bit of Thai at that time, and that was enough here. And they were like, what's your third language? I was like, Thai? And they're like, we don't offer that. Was it Spanish or English? And at that point, you know what? I should have chosen, no, not Spanish or English, Spanish or German.
Jawohl.
Yeah, and I should have chosen German.
Of course not. Why should you have chosen German?
Because it's so much closer to the English language than Spanish is. So my English level was like higher than my French level at that time. So I chose Spanish, but Spanish, like Latin roots and all that.
I mean, Spanish is much more helpful than German. Let's be honest.
I know,
I mean,
but
since we lost a few years ago, so ever since German is not really that common.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Across the world.
Yeah, but it would have been easier for me because I ate, slept. What else can you
Germans.
do? No, I didn't do that. Spanish, and it was Spanish. I chose Spanish instead of the German, and then it sounds really odd now. I spoke and I ate and I slept Spanish. Like everything was in Spanish for 2 years. I had a tutor that would tutor me like 8 hours a week just to catch up on the Spanish. And
this means your Spanish is perfect by now.
No, I blocked right after my baccalaureate. I passed the baccalaureate with like a really crappy, better than some.
The first person I ever met was this baccalaureate.
Baccalaureate?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Well, what is it?
Bachelor or whatever? No,
that's
you mean in high school?
Yeah, high school baccalaureate, like the IB International Baccalaureate.
Okay.
No, not the +3 yet. No.
Okay.
That came like a lot later.
Okay, so it makes sense now. So after high school, you had the
So
second language.
I had to. Yeah, that's the thing. So I had to come back, redo my year 12, and do like 2 years of intensive Spanish to finally get the baccalaureate. And I was like, I hate studying. Studying sucks. And
hey. Kids at home.
Studying is good. It's a personal thing though. I think, but this is the thing though, I think some people are not meant for some types of studies.
I agree.
Some format of studies.
Definitely.
Because I was forced, well not really forced, but the natural thing made it so that I had to enroll for university.
Right.
And I hated every minute of my time in university.
Should have come to my lectures. No.
Yeah, probably.
No,
but
I understand.
Maybe
some kind of classes is like, I would say 80% of like those normal classes where you just sit in for like 3 hours and just like have someone talk, they just suck. It's not a good way of
do you actually take registers or not?
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because students are old enough to know like whether or not to come and whether or not it benefits them.
Yeah, well, they're probably old enough, but not here.
That is true, but that's also one thing that I think we have to teach them, that they figure it out by themselves.
Yeah. Well, I figured it out that it wasn't for me, pretty much. But like after a year and a half, I think, and I was like, oh my god, because I think I really liked the high school format where you had a class and you moved around, okay, but you were supposed to be in that class or that was it. In the French university I went to, it was like lectures and lectures and lectures.
Right.
Just lots of lectures, and the halls were so full that he could have never taken a register. And I was just kind of like, in my bed in the morning, be like, he's not gonna miss me, that kind of thing.
That is true.
It's really hard, like.
That's true, but that's why then the lecturer has to make like the classes.
The class interesting, yeah,
exactly.
definitely. Well, mine didn't, to be honest with you, mine didn't.
But it's then also difficult to make it interesting for like 200 people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Obviously, no, I'm not saying that they did a bad job. It was just not for me.
Yeah.
So I found a, I guess you call that a private college, a private school or something. And I did mine in there, and the format was kind of like high school where I had to move around, but they were there and they took points off, and it was something like I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
So there was that incentive of like, oh my god, imagine I just paid for this and I'm not doing anything. So that helped a lot because university is kind of free in France anyway for anyone.
I always tell my students, your parents pay so much money for you, that's why I try to teach you so many things.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, it's my parents' money, whatever. But no,
Rich, spoiled brats. Yeah, I wasn't.
I didn't say that. In case any of my students are watching this, I did not say that. It was her.
No, I...
Follow her at what is your handle?
Aina Racco.
Aina Racco.
Snapchat, Aina Banana. No, don't do that. It's weird. I don't know you.
Keep talking. Yeah. Alright, so but then you went to the private college.
Yeah, I did, and I studied marketing, communication, advertising actually.
Right.
Really loved it. It was so interesting, and I did a third year. I went back to university, but a special course that third year university, and I was really into advertising. I love graphic designing. That's like, it's my passion, but I keep it hidden, at least from school, because otherwise
you have to do all the stuff.
Yeah.
Sending this link to your school.
No. Yeah. So, yeah. And
wait, why didn't you design our shirts then?
I did. I mean, did you not remember?
Nicer.
Our shirts are pretty nice. I had like the design. You remember I drew it, and then we had to give it to them, and they already had the.
I was joking. Okay. We have nice shirts.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I really liked that part, and I just did that, and then it was a matter of like finding internship and all that. And honestly, I was trying to send CVs and stuff, and Thailand just popped up on my Facebook feed. Oh. A friend of mine went, do you want to come back to school and do this intern somewhere, this and that, like really vague. And I was like, hey, why not? I'm sending CVs anyway. Okay. And I did, and they were like, oh my god, Aina's coming back. Well, not really, but they were like, I was the best person for the job. So I did, and I went back, and things just happened, and it was really weird being in it. Like, I don't know how you feel about it. I mean, you've been kind of like doing that your whole life, haven't you?
Education?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No. Huh.
But did you do the same thing? Let's talk about Sasha.
Let's see how well Aina knows me.
No, I don't know you at all, Sasha. You barely talk about yourself. Like.
That's because I'm an I-something person.
Yeah, because you're an introvert, and
right.
It's only when like I force you to talk that you do talk.
Exactly. But before I came to Thailand, I didn't work in education. I worked in digital marketing. That's why I teach.
Yeah, well, that makes sense actually.
So I worked in agencies, digital marketing consulting, social media, search engine optimization, stuff like that. So, and I also studied those things. That's why
you studied what?
Online marketing, online business.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All those things, e-commerce. That's why I'm teaching those things.
Okay.
So I do have like experience.
Yeah.
Because I like teachers better that have experience than
people who
are just coming from university.
Definitely, yeah. So that's true.
Right. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of have the same thing, actually.
Maybe that's the reason why we understand each other here. Fantastic. And we need to do like a vlog in front of a camera to figure it out. It's like revelations here. It's nice.
Oh, that's cool. Actually, yeah, you probably studied longer than me because I didn't like studying. Like, it's a personal thing, but I didn't like studying. Once I was done with it, I was like, yes, I'm gonna work now.
Studies, yeah. I don't know. I hated like the first 2 years. No, not hated, but I didn't like the first 2 years of uni because you have to study like everything.
Yeah.
You have to study like. I had to study like programming, so I can in air quotes I can program like Java, JavaScript and shit like that. But sorry, but Java is terrible. Don't teach Java at university.
I could not do that.
Yeah, so I had to learn like data management and database management. So mathematics. The only class at university I ever failed was math class.
Really?
Yeah. And back then, my girlfriend back then was actually a math major.
Oh really? Oh
She's
wow.
like,
was it like a...
Dude, if this happens again, it's over. You're sleeping on the sofa right now.
It's a deal breaker, Sasha.
Until you pass the exam. That's why we're exes now. No, I'm kidding. No, not because of that. It's been like 7 years ago or something. No, but not because of that.
Okay.
Right. No, so I didn't like that, but I as soon as I picked my majors, e-commerce, online marketing, search engine stuff, I liked that. And my uni didn't take a register, didn't keep a register, so
you still went.
But I wanted to go because it was just interesting. And right now I try to base my lectures on like what worked for me. Like this last 2 years at uni, they were really cool. I learned a lot, and so I try to have like similar style there as my professors had.
I think it's. How do you say this? How would you say this? I think it's also like. You're lucky to have like found something that interests you so early on. You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, yeah, sure. But then again, like in Germany, it's a bit different to like, for example, Thailand, where you go like to high school and then right from high school you go to university.
Yeah.
So I mean, many people do that in Germany. But for example, I finished high school. Then we have different kinds of high schools in Germany. So if you finish the high school that I finished after 10 years, then you cannot go to university. You have to go like 12 years high school, and then you can go to university. If I would want to go to university, I would have to add like an extra 2 years in between on a different school to get that certificate. So I didn't have that first, but I said, okay, I was good at high school, so I wanted to add that. And I had like 2 extra years, like in like the marketing field at that
like
school.
Like a specialization.
Exactly. Yeah. And after that, I started to work. I worked in a bank as a trainee, so I worked for 2.5 years in a bank. So I had time to figure out I don't want to work in finance. I hate working in finance. I hate selling stuff. I just don't want to sell stuff to people. Like they come, they want to deposit money, and they're like, hey, I see you have 100,000 euro on your account. Don't you want to buy this cool package or whatever? So I hated that, and so then I quit, and then I went to university. So I had this time between high school and uni that made me understand
kind of like gap years.
What I want to do. Kind of right, yeah. So I think that's what they should have here in Thailand too. Like, because if you're like they go to uni when they're 18, they don't know what they want to do.
Like some of our kids have IGCSEs and then done.
Yeah.
Like is year 11, so you're still missing 2 years of high school. But they're like, once I have my IGCSEs, I can totally go to uni. Or it's kind of like, are you sure you're actually even ready for that?
Right,
like,
and then you study stuff that like maybe your parents think is cool. But then you have to think about it. It's like you're gonna be stuck with this for the rest of your life, more or less.
I think that's the biggest. That's the most dangerous thing, as in getting stuck in a job that you don't like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I mean, there's always that, well, it's the saying that was like, do something you love and you'll never work a day of a day in your life or something.
Yeah.
Like, I think if you find something that you're passionate about and you can actually work in it, why not? Oh, you're gonna disagree with me. You're gonna disagree with me.
No, I agree with like the passion, but I mean, still, even if it's something that you're passionate about, sometimes you just don't want to go to work.
Yeah. No, of course, some days
but
you
then
don't want to work.
it makes it easier to actually
to get up,
put in the work and say like, okay, I have to do this.
Like, I have to do this. Yeah.
So I think ever since I started working in education, which has been like 5 years or so, I haven't missed a sick day. I haven't had a sick day or anything.
Wow, really?
So even like when I started it was a weekend, and on a Saturday I dislocated my knee inline skating.
Yeah.
Monday I was back in class with like crutches
crazy.
and stuff. Because but that was like if I had my normal job, I would have said like, yeah, sure, I stay at home. But there I'm like, no, if I don't come there, then they kind of like they don't have anyone, then they just miss the class, and then they still have to take the exams later on. So I kind of have to go.
You felt guilty.
Exactly. And that kind of made me happy to realize that I actually really want to go there. I want to go to class and want to do this. So I agree, but I mean, still sometimes it's work.
I miss lots of work. No, because I've done migraines and stuff, but that's another story.
Yeah, that's
like I can't help it.
Good reason, yeah, of course. If you're there,
of course I would miss like work for like super reason.
Now Aina's boss is like, keep talking.
Yeah, I've had migraines and stuff, Or like, what's it called? Like when you feel like the weather?
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Imagination.
No.
I'm kidding.
Something apathy. Cement? No, that's something else.
Empathy? No, that's something different.
No. Something apathy, like you feel like the weather. I can't remember.
Telepathy.
No. What? You're making stuff up. I feel like I could totally go and search it, but I feel impolite if I take my phone right now.
No, it's no problem. If you want to know that word right now, you can search, and we're all watching you using your telephone.
Got an iPhone. No Samsung bullshit.
Recorded on a Samsung Note 8. Nice.
He's asking where we are.
Yeah.
This is our third friend. And we're not hiding from him, but Sasha deems that I was more interesting than him, so I'm the one being interviewed today. I mean, not interviewed, vlogged on / about. Did you say vlog on? That you're...
What's the word for? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
To vlog. You're being
vlog with.
You're being vlogged. You're being vlogged.
With?
We're vlogging together. Yeah. It's all safe and secure, no problem. But
okay. We're vlogging. Yeah. So I was the chosen one. And not him.
Hashtag the chosen one.
Hashtag chosen one. And he's asking where we are because he just saw a picture of us together. So I'm just gonna be like.
And why did he say you picked picture of us together? Because you posted it. Because you sent it.
Yes, I did. It's not the best picture of. It's a bad picture of Sasha. It's okay.
All pictures of me are bad pictures. I'm like the least photogenic person ever.
Oh, I don't understand that. I don't have that problem.
I can never take a bad picture.
No, I do take back pictures. And when it happens, oh my god, I try and delete them in every platform possible because I'm just like, no, don't tag me. Don't ever tag me.
I ran out of storage space on my Mac.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I uploaded pictures to Google. So it's Google Photos that I can delete on my Mac.
I saw that.
And then I said, okay, Google, I allow you to access all my photos on my Mac. And God, it found photos that I didn't know were there anymore from like 10 years ago.
Really?
And now they're all in the cloud. I mean, secure, hopefully.
Yeah.
But pictures from like 10 years ago that I thought I deleted them.
Like, wait, was it from your computer though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure, but I thought I deleted those pictures, and now they're like popping up and like.
They're back up?
Right. I deleted this picture. I'm quite sure I deleted it.
So they actually took it from your bin, didn't they?
From wherever, ghost copies are stored. I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, it's strange. So, thank you, Google. Don't hack my Google account.
What kind of pictures are we talking about here, Sasha?
Just normal pictures of myself.
10 years ago, did you try the selfie? I can totally imagine.
Yeah. Exactly, with a real camera though. You're not that much younger than me. You did the same things probably.
No.
So.
Yeah, I was a complete nerd.
Nerd? Good.
Complete nerd. I'll pass you my nerdy photos if you want. It's really funny. Like, it's funny because, you know, it's one of those things where you're like, if only I was like this now in high school, I would have had a totally different high school experience.
That is true. That is
than
true.
what I had
But
back then.
Our weird high school experience might have made us
this way. True.
Yeah, when I looked at those pictures today, because it popped up today, and I'm like, what the hell? Where do those pictures come from? And I'm like, oh my god! First, I look terrible. I mean, I look really nerdy.
Yeah.
Like a super, even more than now probably. Like I look like a real like. You see my picture from 10 years ago, and you're like, people must have made fun of you. And I'm like, yeah, of course they made fun of me.
You were bullied.
Exactly. Looking like this.
Oh, you bullied them. Kind of like,
exactly, kind of like this. So yeah, but it's just nice to see, like, I mean, progress.
Progress? Is that what you call it?
Transformation Tuesday.
Transformation. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so don't be ashamed of who you were, who you are.
No. Oh, is this like motivational speech kind
of thing? The future is bright ahead. Stuff like this.
Yeah. It only took 10 years.
Shut up. So, do you believe in like those motivational stuff though? Like, or do you follow any motivational speakers or any, like, I don't know, like read like inspirational stuff?
Well, the thing is, like, whenever I'm in Asia books, I always get pulled in with those little nice pictured books of like motivational quotes and this and that.
Right.
Think happy, be happy.
Right.
You know, I do buy a couple and stuff, and I do sort of like whenever I have time, just look. I've always been trying to listen. Like, I've been trying to listen to podcasts, but I never give myself time to.
Okay.
It's just me. It's like I have this. It's nothing like a bucket list. It's more of like a tick list of like what I should be doing, and listening to podcasts is one of that, or like read more self-improvement books.
That's what I'm aiming for. Yeah. So you do.
It's really hard. Like I don't know.
It's hard because you don't have time, or because you start and you think like that's bullshit.
No. Maybe more the don't have time part.
Okay.
I can't judge because, to be honest with you, I don't think I've actually started one.
Okay, for me it's the second point.
Oh really? You think it's bullshit?
Lots of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think lots of those people, they try to sell that they know what they're talking about, but they don't know what they're talking about. They're just like they say things that is reasonable. Then you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, they probably know there's a market for it. You know,
of course. I mean, because everybody is waiting for like the guideline to like be a better person.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't think there is one.
They probably know.
And I like to listen to like people who just accomplish stuff and just listen to them like what they did.
Yeah.
Like I like to listen to the Dalai Lama, for example, but not when he's preaching, because he's not preaching. He's just saying, why aren't we more compassionate? Because compassion leads to happiness, and happiness leads to, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, right.
Why not? Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't want to have a guideline. You have to do this.
Yeah.
And there are so many of those events are also coming to Bangkok.
Yeah, the ones we were talking about.
Right.
I mean, when is it too much? What is it again? Like the workshop, like overflowing all over the place. Yeah.
Exactly. So pops up on your Facebook all the time. Like, be a more happier, more better version of yourself. Self-improvement here.
Yeah.
And I think lots of those gurus, it's just full of shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
There are good ones. There are motivational people, but I think lots of them, they just try to jump on the train, and they don't really have anything to show.
The thing is, most of the time they just kind of like work on a metaphor.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see what I mean?
I think so too. They find the one metaphor that they can coin. I coined this term, and then they sell the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, that sounds cool. Yeah.
Like, oh, I can totally see it. Sounds great. Yeah, I'll get the ball. Yeah, no, I can totally see that.
Exactly.
No, I'm not to that stage of listening to someone. And I think, I mean, I just like reading, those stupid quotes and stuff.
Let me get an even deeper question out there. Yeah. What motivates you?
What motivates me? Just like in general?
Yeah.
I thought you were like, what? Okay.
Motivates you to be a nice person?
What motivates me? I think we already spoke about this, Sasha.
That niceness comes back eventually and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, not that part. Just the fact that I don't like having people left out on, it's just, I think it's just a feeling of like not liking the fact that you're being treated differently because you are different. And
actually being different is something good anyways.
Of course it is, yeah. I think everyone's different. Everyone's got a little quirk here and there. Instead of like hiding it, just sort of like embrace it. But it's hard, like, you know, I mean, I work in a high school and I can see kids that are struggling so much because they're, you know, they're special in a way, or like, you know, they do something stupid or whatever, like they have a little quirk and stuff, and like getting sort of like, oh, that's so funny. And to be honest, sometimes I'm the one that go, oh, but I never do it in a way like, oh my god, look at that weirdo, this and that. It's more like, oh my god, it's so cute, like do it again kind of thing, you know. And then I know that like my I'm in an office with 3 other of my colleagues. One is my assistant. The other 2 are like IT stage coordinators, and so they handle pastoral care, as in like anything, you know, house related, something going on, you know, bullying and all that. So I do get a lot of that, like just even overhearing a couple of things here and there. Like our room has sort of become like a haven. Safe haven, yeah, that's it. Because we get all, like, I'm not saying they're so like treated badly outside that they just feel like themselves in there, but we do have a couple of students that they're not being bullied or anything, but it's like they act differently with us, and it makes you feel so great because you're like, you can totally be yourself here, and just, you know, it's perfect, and it's really amazing. And I think, you know, it's just like that motivates, but that does motivate me, because like there are a couple of people that I'm really happy to see in the morning. I'm just like, hey, yeah, you. I don't go around going like, hey, you. Yeah,
high five
in the morning. Yeah. No, I don't go like that. But it's like I could. No. I'm not Oprah or anything. Not yet.
That's for you, right? That's for you. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I think, you know, that's what kind of like motivates me, just knowing that I can make a little difference in people's lives, and that they're happy about that.
Make a difference. It could be a good slogan. Make a difference.
Make a difference.
Nice.
Imagine the font and like husband.
Yeah, right. Comic Sans.
No, never Comic Sans. Never.
That's the takeaway from this video. Don't use
Comic Sans. Right. It drives graphic designers crazy.
Right. Why did they come up with this font? This like ridiculous.
I don't know. It's
Microsoft.
What the font?
Not the font, exactly. What the freaking font?
What the font?
Right.
Yeah.
Since we talked about like being different and stuff, I even like at university we had like bullying, like which is crazy. I didn't even realize that.
It was bullying.
No, I didn't realize. I mean, it doesn't happen in the classroom, of course, but like
outside.
Now we had like a case where like one student punched another student because he got bullied too much, and he's like, okay, and then he just fought back, and he just snapped. And I'm like, oh, right. So I didn't even realize that it happens there. But it's also because I think in my case, it happens in Thai.
Yeah.
So,
you have trouble like.
So I mean, I don't understand like when they bully each other in Pasa Thai.
Yeah.
My Thai is not that good.
Your Pasa Thai ไม่ได้หรอ
How good is it Thai?
Pasa Thai นิดหน่อย Oh พูดไทยนิดหน่อย not Pasa Thai นิดหน่อย
เก่งมาก
ไม่เก่ง
Aina.
ไม่เก่ง
Okay.
I've been told that my accent is really good. I'm actually really good at accent.
So you can fake it. I mean,
I can totally fake it. I can go like สวัสดีค่ะ
Okay.
China นะคะ
Right.
Not Thai ไหม Yes, I try and pass as a half Thai, half something else.
Okay.
But I come from Madagascar, and whenever they ask me where I come from, I go Madagascar, and they go, oh, America, okay. I'm like, yep, that sounds good. I'm from California.
That's why I wanted to lead with this question. Like, how is that like being different here in Thailand?
As in like different, as in what do you mean by being?
I mean, because if you watch like previous videos that I had. Of course, what you did. Of course I did. So when
Can you make a quick recap of like which video are you talking about?
The one with the other expat.
Right. What's her name again?
His name.
Oh, what's his name? Sorry, I really wasn't sure who. Like, you know, I wasn't really looking at him. Oh, yeah.
No, you were looking at me, of course. Yeah, I appreciate it. No, but we talked about like expat. We've been here for like 6-7 years both, and you try to blend in.
Yeah.
Does it work?
To a certain point it does, and then afterwards my Thai takes over and it's so crap that sometimes they just like honestly to a certain point it does because I've managed to get out of having to pay the foreigners fees instead of the Thai ones at some points because I just pretend like yeah, I'm half Thai, but
you're a really tall Thai.
I'm a tall Thai because I'm half American, you know? Yeah, I'm a tall Thai person that's half American and that sadly speaks her mother language a little bit less than her dad's language or the other way around.
Now.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. And they're like, oh, Nalak, oh my god, thank you. And then
okay, but like
yeah, so it works sometimes, and sometimes I just get too confused and with the Thai that they're speaking to me, because I'm just like, oh my god, I have no idea what they're saying.
As soon as you say some 3, 4, 5 words, they're like, okay, you speak Thai, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, so far I think it has worked actually because
also culturally.
Well, culturally, I think I've it's not merged, but I've adapted pretty well to our culture.
Okay.
Like I kind of know what to do. I got in a fight with my mom over this. She came over. Hi, mom. She came over during December, right? And we were going on holiday to. I think we went to Krabi.
That was a nice Thai accent.
Or.
Try it again.
Kolenta.
That was nice American accent.
Or Kolenta, I can't remember.
Kolenta.
Yeah. So we're in Dongmeng, right? And we're eating at, I can't remember where it was. And my parents have been living in Africa for the past couple of years. Like before my dad was in Burundi and Rwanda, so it was like, you know, it's Africa. And then they moved to Algeria like a couple of years ago. And I don't know if you know how like Algeria, no, I'm not saying treat their women or anything, but like how they speak very crudely, like it's not really crude actually. I do not generalize this. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to Algerians or anything, but it's like the tone of their voice is very aggressive.
Okay.
And in order, my mom's just like as big as me and she's imposing as well, and she does not like to be like trampled on. It's not a thing like we're just not like, you know, if you're gonna tell me something and because like I'm a woman and you're gonna try and like undermine me, I'm not gonna just take it and be like, you know, not like that. So me and my mom are like very similar on that kind. But so when she talks, when I was in Algeria with them this summer, I realized that it's the same tone she uses to them, and it's like whenever I'm like, oh my god, how are you talking to him? Like I'm not saying like I'm scared or anything, but it's like culturally I wasn't as used to the Algerian culture as, you know, here or wherever else. So she would be talking with them like with that same sort of aggressive tone, right? And so she came here, and yeah, there you go, you see where it's going. And we were like eating all together, and she had she had a menu. No, everybody was given a menu and they forgot her, but then she left, or it was a fork, I can't remember. But at one time she goes, like she tries and calls the girl, and she goes, no, menu, like really, like something, you know, but like really like bam, bam. Okay. And then that just sort of like, it was really early in the morning, so I did not think about it. And my mom's very into like, you need to be careful about like the people. If it were just us, it wouldn't have mattered, but it was, I think it was like my sister-in-law was there. Okay. And you know, like I'm not saying she wasn't part of the family, but it's a bit different when it's someone like that's not really your family. And pretty much what happened is like, I was like, you know, the woman came, I was like, oh, ha, thank you. Like I was being very, you know, very nice, Thai. Polite, yeah, there you go. And then I made a comment, I was like, Mom, you can't speak to her like that. She was like what? I was like, you know, that, like, and then at that point I was like, what am I gonna say? Like, it's my mom, and I know she's not gonna like it. I know. I was like, yeah, you can't be like that. Like, this is Thailand. Like, you can't be aggressive like that. And my dad piped in, and he's like, yeah, you sound aggressive. I was like, but you know, I was like, she's like, no, I'm not aggressive. That's my usual tone. I'm like, no, but it's not the same thing. Like, here you need to be like, you're really soft spoken. Like, no, I'm just speaking normally. And I was like, yeah, but, and she's like, oh, I've always done this way anyway. Kind of like that, you know? Right. And I tried to think about it, I was like,
that shows that you are like fully submerged.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and I was like, yeah, but it's not your culture. And I told her that like in front. I was like, it's not your culture, it's not your country. We can't just do things like that here because it's not the way things work here. Like,
right.
You sounded really aggressive to her, and then she shut up. She was mad at me for like the next 3 days. Like I hadn't seen them for ages, and she would not speak to me. And my dad's like, well, you probably need to go and talk to her because it's not gonna. And she was so mad. She was like, why would you tell me off like that in front of her? Like, the normal stuff. But like, yeah, things like that. I think, it was something I needed to say, but probably not the right setting. Because I was speaking to my brother afterwards. I was like, this is what happened. He's like, why did you say it in front of everyone? I was like, because it was just like, like this.
No,
and
it just happened, and that's why you wanted to.
I didn't want her to do it again, kind of thing.
No,
so, I think adaptability is something that I've pretty much always had, kind of thing, because of the fact that I've been moving around all my life.
Right.
So, and I also managed to sort of look like anything.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like Madagascan chameleons. Like, I go to Asia, I can look Asian. I could go to Mexico and I could look, Mexican.
Just like me?
Yeah, you just... That's right through.
I can go anywhere and I always look German.
There you go. You've got the other power, you've got the opposite power that I have.
I can never blend in. No matter where I go, I will never blend in.
You're kind of blonde and blue-eyed, Sasha, like, excuse me, but basic, Yeah, so that happened.
But it's just funny because the same thing happened with my dad. He came here like 2 years ago over Christmas. Super old German guy.
Yeah.
I want this, I want that. Dad,
count down.
Be nice.
Down,
I'm nice. For a German, you're very nice right now, but for Thai, you're not. So
that's it's a problem.
Right.
I mean, it's not a problem. Like obviously,
it's you're getting used to it when you want to live here.
I think maybe the Thai and the tourism business probably are used to it.
So they're not taking it personal, but still, I mean.
Yeah, I didn't feel right. Like I was like, I have to say something just so that she doesn't do it again. And that it made me feel bad for the girl. I was like, oh my God, she sounds so aggressive. Like, what do we do? And
Is there anything else, like cultural-wise, that you think you can't get used to, or you get used to?
Here?
Anything that stands out, just out of curiosity? Because for me, for example,
go ahead.
This Krang Chai thing, Krang Chai being like, you always feel bad for others to ask for something or to accept something because you think that makes the other person feel uncomfortable, or the other person doesn't get enough benefits for doing something. Or I say, hey, shall we meet tomorrow? And then you're like, yeah, I can go wherever you want to. And I'm like, oh no, I can come to your place, even though your place is super far away from mine.
Okay.
So, but I would feel Krang Chai asking you to come like here, for example.
Okay.
And I understand how it works. I think by now, article on the website. I understand how it works. I still don't like. Can I say liking? I still don't. I mean, I understand why it's there.
Yeah, but you're not embracing it.
Exactly. Great. You always have the right words. Miss Marketing Communication. Right. So is there anything like this for you?
Well, I've never actually heard of that term before, to be honest.
I'm learning something here.
I probably just missed that article of you, amongst all those other articles of you.
Sure, it's really Krang Chai.
Krang Chai.
I think if you ask anyone, like at school or any Thai that you know, they probably they will say like, oh yeah.
Okay. So it's pretty much just feeling. Wait, what's the word in English?
Yeah, we don't have that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you double check?
Yes, I checked with everyone, and.
So it's not like a feeling of guilt, but it's a feeling of not wanting to make them, not wanting to bother.
Right.
Is that it? It's just like not wanting
because
to bother you.
You would feel guilty bothering them.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Exactly. I think we don't have like a real one word for that.
Yeah, probably.
At least Germans don't have one word for that.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I don't know if English do.
So, but I mean, like, is there anything else like culture-wise that you say?
Well,
I get it, but I don't.
But you don't. Well, I didn't know about that. It's being accommodating. Maybe that's the word. Accommodating.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like you want to be accommodating to like whoever.
Yeah.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There, one article done by me, accommodating.
Can you explain the cultural background of it? But yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that will be No, you're not.
Not 100% sober. Goes in the direction, but read the article and you will know. But still, you don't have any cultural differences.
I'm trying to think. I really. There are things that I love about Thai culture.
What is that, for example?
Well, it's not real. I don't even know if I really love it, but it's just the fact that. Okay, no, that's not going to be politically correct if I say that.
That doesn't matter. Nobody's watching.
Are you
besides
serious?
your employer.
Well, it's that. Oh no, I don't know if I should say something like this.
No, everybody expected something racist, so no problem. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's not racist, but it's like.
I'm not racist, but okay, now you go.
Y'all hate Germans. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I don't hate Germans.
Everybody does, but okay.
No. No, it's just that. No. I'm not really about that. Can you just cut the last 5 minutes, please?
I could, but I don't. I will not. So.
No, it's just like what I was going with. Like what I really liked was the fact that they were so. What's the word? It's not accommodating. No, I keep on wanting to put that word everywhere. That they were okay with, like people being of that third gender.
Okay. Yeah.
But at the same time, I remember that they actually pity them because of the fact that they think that person was born the wrong gender because they did something bad in a previous life.
And still they just. Oh, that's a very interesting. Okay, we could talk about this like for hours again, I guess, because. Yeah, they are accepting towards like the third gender.
Yeah.
But then still, like they're just being discriminating at different places.
Yeah.
Like when you go to like a governmental school, for example, where I did like volunteering before I came to Bangkok, when they had like checks once in a while. Like I mean, they wouldn't check like under your stuff, but then they was like, hey, today is like an official day, whatever, or we have like an official visitor from the government. Now all girls need to wear girl stuff, like who are real, like the gender is like female, so you have to wear like skirts, and all the boys have to wear like the student uniform for boys, and the boys have to have the right haircut as well.
Okay.
So and it's like, okay, so you say you're accepting, but then you're doing this.
Yeah, but still Well, that's why I had my little stuttering of 5 minutes because I wanted to go on the hypocrisy.
Right. Yeah, but I'm totally on board with that.
I want to stay and work in Thailand.
Me too. And I still think it's nice that they're so open about it.
Yeah.
But what I also see, because I mean, I'm also in media stuff and researching there. So when you look at the media, they are open somewhat, but only towards like a very specific stereotype of LGBTQ. So if you're like the funny, outgoing extrovert, LGBTQ plus member, then you're like, okay, he's like funny, he's like, haha, they're accepted. But if you're just like an introvert, you just don't mind anybody else's business, you just want to be yourself, then you can get picked on. Or if you're at the military or whatever, then I mean,
obviously,
but that's everywhere. So
I guess so. But that was just the one thing that it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like two-sided, two faces kind of thing.
It's not that as open as everybody thinks.
Yeah.
But
it's more open than some places,
other places, exactly,
Like I keep on remembering this one picture that I saw of Thailand, and people were asking me like, I think it was like I don't know if it was a temple, but you had the girls' toilet and the boys' toilet, and then the third gender, and it was actually written third gender in it.
Okay.
I think everybody's seen that photo. I can't remember where it was, but and people were asking me because obviously. It's in documentaries all over the planet. Like in France, they had documentaries like Thailand, this and that. And I'd get questions because for the first 4 years I was living in Pattaya, of all places. That's where I grew up. Yes, and
that's where she started to work.
Yes, in a school, but So all the stereotypes, get questions about it. Oh my God, really? Do they have girls that are actually boys and boys that are actually girls? And I'll be like, yeah, some of the boys are prettier than you, kind of thing. I'm like, oh, and it's so true. Like that's true. Not fair, but it's just life, I guess.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's a similar experience. So I mean, or similar thoughts in this regard. So it's interesting. Yeah.
But I think I really like that fact that apparently in you know, on the surface, they seem to be fine with.
That is true.
You know, if you're a boy but you want to dress up like a girl, hey, why not?
Doesn't matter.
Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you can dress any way you want.
Yeah, like there's no Trump here. Yeah, so I think that's
and that's as political as you will get in this vlog. But yes, that is true.
But yeah, I guess, you know, it's like Thailand. I think that's why I haven't been able to leave it. You know, because I finished like my contract and then somebody called, and I just have not been able to leave Thailand because it's kind of like it's really hard for a third culture kid, coining those terms, a TCK.
TCK.
What? TCK?
I want a T-shirt. It's fantastic.
What?
Third culture kid. Yeah.
Have you never heard that term?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm really impressed right now. No,
oh wow!
I will Google that right after.
TCK. I am a TCK, a third culture kid.
Okay.
And third culture kids have trouble defining where home is.
Oh yeah.
Because.
Home is where you are.
Yeah, home is where you are. Home is where your heart is. Blah 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 blah. But like, and you know, actually, the home is where your heart is very true because I consider Thailand like my home.
True. Yeah.
And I think that's why I've had so much trouble like leaving. Because every time there's always something like pulling me back, whether it's like
friends.
Yeah, like friends.
Whose name you don't know for 4 or 5 years.
I'm kidding, Sasha. Of course I knew your name was Sasha.
Sure.
It was just the funk that was that I just kept on like funk. That's so weird. Sorry.
Right,
sorry,
no worries.
Funk senior. I didn't mean
Junior.
to say this.
So.
No, I was talking to your dad.
He's totally gonna watch that.
Yeah, of course he will. He will. But yeah, it's that thing. But yeah, Thailand is cool. I like it.
Just because you mentioned my dad right now, he thinks about moving to Thailand. Now he's like yeah. So
he's planning to move to Thailand.
Yeah, he's retired, so he's like okay.
Is he gonna live with you?
Why shouldn't I move to Thailand?
Yeah.
And I'm like.
Are you making a list?
Yeah, I'm like.
It's my country. It's not yours.
No. And he used to live in Spain before, Tenerife. So that's why I like the Spanish language, for example. So I was like, why don't you go back to Tenerife? It was so nice. I come visit you like twice per year, no problem.
Yeah.
I go back to Tenerife, and he's like, oh no, but Thailand, and I'm just closer there, and we can hang out and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that is nice. But an old retiree foreigner coming to Thailand alone without family. You know,
it's like immigration-wise, they're gonna be like.
They're gonna be like. If he shows that he has enough like money in the bank account, they're gonna be like, yeah, come in, no problem.
Yeah.
Because they know he's gonna leave the money here, but I just worry about him and his social life then. So, like that. No. It's also easy. At home, it's just easy with healthcare and everything.
Yeah.
It's just like. Yeah. Even though everybody in Germany is complaining about the taxes, you have such much better healthcare system at home. Just saying.
Yeah, no, so, that's just the same thing with France.
So I come visit you more often. You don't need to move here. So it's my country.
Yeah,
so
Thailand is his country. Find yourself another country now.
Exactly. Also, for all the other German expats who want to move to Thailand, don't do that. There are enough of us here.
And
find different countries.
Yes. It's funny though. Yeah.
It's funny though, but yeah.
I don't know where I was going there. No. I want more Madagascans. They all just come and go because they do the import-export because they never stay.
Every time I see someone or hear someone is from Madagascar, I'm like, oh, I know one too. I know Aina. It's like funny.
Well, why don't you just like organize a meetup, bring your Madagascan? Wouldn't that be so funny?
That's how it feels though, because if I meet an American, I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, I have American friends, no problem. But if I meet someone from Madagascar, I'm like, I have Madagascan friends.
Have you ever watched or heard about this movie called Le Dîner de Con? Le Dîner de Con? Le Dîner de Con. As in like, I think they did an English version. Like these rich people pretty much has like it's pretty much them just being really bored with life because they're so rich and they don't know what to do anymore. And in order to spice up their life, they have a dinner I don't even know when, but like they have a dinner where they have to bring the dumbest idiot that they find.
That sounds fantastic.
I think there's an English version actually. I will try and find it and
I'll
I'll send you
Google
the
it
link.
Later. Yeah, okay, that sounds amazing.
They bring like the dumbest idiot to the dinner as like their friend, like their +1. And so all these rich people come along together, and then they bring their idiots, and they just kind of like the story just unravels. And I'm not saying you're gonna bring your biggest idiot, but everybody could bring their Madagascar and then just watch us interact.
Okay, that's mine.
Oh, yeah, she's right there. Oh my god, look at her. Oh, she's gonna drop that. Oh, she dropped it.
I mean, it's obviously politically not correct, but it sounds hilarious.
No, it's a funny movie. Like, I've seen the French version. I think I might have seen the English version too, actually, but I think the French one was better. But yeah, it's funny. Le dîner de con. De con ou des cons? I can't remember.
That means of the stupid.
Well, con. Con is like dumbass in English, pretty much.
Okay.
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll Google it later and I'll send the link
cool.
if you want to watch it. It's actually pretty good.
So then people don't have to watch us who see dumbasses. They can actually watch.
Just watch the movie. It's fine. It's pure French comedy because it's like it dates back like to the 90s or 80s. I can't remember. So it's like before everything had to be politically correct.
Just like the Germans, the French are famous for being funny.
Yes. Yes, hey, they are actually, you know.
Oh yeah, are they?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah, French comedy it's pretty good. Like those years, it was actually pretty good. Okay. I'm not even kidding right now.
I was about to like wrap things up because we have to leave.
Yeah, I know,
soon,
we have to go to volleyball.
Exactly, but now that you say that, how about like Thailand and like humor and stuff? Do you get the Thai style of jokes, and are you able to joke around the Thai people? Because that's one thing. After 6+ years, I still struggle.
Like if I watch TV,
that's what I mean. Like watch Thai TV shows. Cause
I don't really get it because obviously it's all in Thai, but when I try, because sometimes I do get fixated on something, I just kind of like watch in order to like read between the lines and read their expression. I don't really get it. To be honest.
So it's really difficult,
they dress up and this and that.
And for those sound effects, like
yeah, you're like, but I think you know what? I think that might be. I hope I'm not making a mistake, but could that be like a copy of like the Japanese? Because you know how Japanese also use lots of graphics in their thing, like.
I think it's general, like also Korea.
Is it just Asian then? Maybe it's just an Asian kind of like humor.
Complaints go to Aina. So just saying. No, but I think it could be something like in the cultural atmosphere area here. Yeah, so I agree. Maybe.
Humor is a difficult thing.
That's what I was aiming for.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just even if you think you understand the language more or less and you understand people and the culture, it's like being funny on purpose is still like difficult.
It is very difficult. Yeah.
Being sarcastic. I mean, we're being sarcastic all the time, but like being sarcastic in Thai is really difficult.
I think you know, it's like for some people it's just really natural.
Yeah, that is true, but being sarcastic in a different culture with a different language, I think it's just really difficult.
Yeah.
Next time we will invite our third friend who now feels like we left him out.
Oh, should we do like us
and then we'll just be being sarcastic all the time because that's what we do anyways.
Yes, so we love to do that.
Right. Okay. Now before we finish those things, those fantastic 1 hour vlogging thing here experience, I would like to call it. What are your final last words? Now you can be like a motivational speaker, like selling like in Comic Sans. What do I put on the YouTube thumbnail?
Oh wow, on the thumbnail, I don't actually know what I could say as last words. God no, that's gonna sound so stupid if I just go, be nice. No, don't do that.
Don't be nice.
No, but it's actually really hard. You should warn me that I should prepare something at
Cue
the
card,
end.
okay.
I don't know what to say.
And that's it.
I think, oh gosh, if only I had a quote that would just pop up on the top of my head. Oh yeah, no, I have a quote. It's actually on my Instagram. No, it's on my Instagram. It's my Facebook cover quote. Actually, it's not a real cover quote, but it's from Aldous Huxley.
Okay.
I can't remember what the dude does, but
he's a writer.
Is he a writer?
He's a famous writer.
Yeah. His is
Brave New World.
There you
Fantastic
go.
book.
There you go. Yeah.
Checked it out.
Oh, I remember.
I like it much better than 1984 and stuff.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Aldous Huxley. And the quote was, "Never put off till tomorrow the fun you can have today."
And that's why we did the vlog today, right?
Yes,
exactly, because it was so much fun.
So you know what? If there's any opportunity to have fun, to be nice and happy, oh my god, this sounds so cringe, but I am kind of really cringe. I'm really cringe actually. Just do it now. Like, honestly, why put it off until tomorrow?
Exactly.
You know?
You only live once.
You only live once. I mean, it was a really stupid fad and people did really stupid things because of the hashtag, but it's actually...
At Aina Racco.
At Aina Racco. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. Aina Racco. Snapchat, Aina Banana. Don't ask me why it's like that.
For One Direction content.
That was not supposed to get out.
I will cut right after this.
Yeah, so I think that's it.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.